Am I the asshole for giving the entire inheritance to my twin brother? Am I the asshole for leaving my inheritance to only one sibling? So I, 30F, made money young. I dropped out of college to model, then started my own business and made some smart decisions with stocks. So I have quite a bit of money saved, my own property owned free and clear, just pay utilities, and a couple cars. I am single and childless. Growing up, I was very close with my twin, 30M, but not so much with my other siblings, also twins, 28F. Basically they were favored quite a bit by my parents. I took care of myself starting in high school and so did my twin. He paid his own way through college with no parental help while I built my business also on my own. Our younger siblings did not. Our parents bought them cars in high school, paid 100% of their tuition and living expenses in college, and supported them in starting their adults' lives. Both my sisters ended up in bad relationships where they had kids that the fathers eventually had nothing to do with. My parents have always given them plenty of money and support. I just got diagnosed with a terminal brain tumor. It's inoperable and I am going to die within 6 months. I have made my peace with it. I opted to leave everything to my brother in my will. That was he can pay off his student loans and have a vehicle and home free and clear. I want to know he has a good life while I'm gone. My parents and sisters found out that I'm leaving everything to him and flipped out. They accused me of favoritism and being a bad daughter, aunt, and sister. They said my parents deserved money for raising me, and that my nieces and nephews deserved my money for future expenses since their mothers couldn't afford things like cars and college. Even my grandma and my uncle's wife, who I barely see, messaged me on Facebook to tell me how selfish I'm being. I blocked all of them in Facebook and told my brother I only wanted him to be at my bedside while I died. Am I the asshole for giving my inheritance solely to my brother, and for cutting my family off? Not the asshole, but maybe see a solicitor to make sure your will is incontestable. You don't want your poor brother trying to mourn you while a bunch of vultures steal everything not nailed down or specified in the will. I am sorry for your situation and I hope that you have only the people who love you around for your remaining time. Not the asshole, it's your money, your choice. Your brother may decide to help out your nieces, but that's his choice and not theirs. I would talk with your brother though, because I'd be worried your family will try and gaslight him into giving them a portion of the inheritance. I hope, for your sake, this can be sorted out and you can get some peace. Edit. I'd leave them each $1 so they can't contest the will. Not the asshole, it's your money. I'd go over with an inheritance lawyer to close any loopholes that the family could take. Make sure you tell him not to let family members coax or scam him into giving them dollar. Example. Pretending to love him, be friends after his death because he got dollar. Not the asshole, you built everything from the ground up, and it sounds like you have a much closer relationship with your brother. I would advise that you leave the rest of your family a small amount, because if they are left out entirely they could have the option of claiming you forgot to include them and go to court for it. But you should speak with a lawyer or legal advisor about this, because I'm neither of those things. Not the asshole. I'm sorry, but the lack of compassion and just the amount of narcissism from your parents are ridiculous. You raised yourself. They did not raise you. They did not be good parents. Your siblings need to figure out their lives themselves. They made their decisions, so live with them. Edit. Wrong vote. Accidentally wrote you are the asshole first. Not the asshole. It's your money. Your choice. They should be focused more on spending your last few months making memories instead of being Oz about it. Not the asshole. Holy shit. You are literally dying and they are angry about your money. Fuck every last one of them. Not the asshole. Do what you want with your assets. But for the sake of your brother you might want to try to keep the amount secret. Hard feelings will continue and you don't want everyone to resent him and make his life difficult and lonely. Best of luck. Not the asshole at all. Wow, your family is feed up. You don't have to leave them anything. Pay back your parents for raising you? Seriously. WTF. I agree that consulting your lawyer to make sure there are no loopholes is a good idea. If you feel so inclined to include your nieces, nephews, invest in their education so your sisters can't touch it. Winking face. Part of me is praying you're a troll, cause what the fuck is wrong with your family? You're absolutely 100% not the asshole. You can do with your estate as your wish. Maybe modify your will and leave your parents, sisters and nephews, nieces a small amount so they cannot contest your will. I am so sorry about your prognosis. It is such a horrible card you have been dealt. Please do not let your family shroud the precious time you have left. You are an amazing person for looking out for your twin. Please focus on that. Not the asshole. It's not their money to take, it's yours to give. Do what makes you feel at peace. Leave them a small amount so they can't contest it, but other than that don't bother. Info: how did they find out? Either you slipped, someone you told slipped up or gossiped, or your lawyer, someone at your lawyer's office fucked up. I would find out how they found out. That happened. So much to unpack here. Not another person who's made smart stock decisions. I'm not sure I buy this. This sounds trolley. Not the asshole. It sounds like making sure your twin is safe and cared for even if you can't physically be present will provide you some measure of peace. You are entitled to that peace. Don't let your asshole relatives steal it from the both of you. Not the asshole. It's yours to do with as you want. Not the asshole. I'm sorry, op. Do what you think is right and continue to live the rest of your days without the guilting of your family. Please talk to a lawyer. I believe people do things like leave members $1 so they cannot contest the will. Cover all your bases so your brother doesn't have to fight this after you're gone. Lock down your socials and block anyone who tries to guilt you. On another note, op, your parents do not get a prize for raising you. Your sisters deserve nothing. Your parents spoiled them and left you and your twin to fend for yourself. If anyone displayed favoritism, it was them. The fact that they are more worried about the money than you says you made the right choice. I hope you find some peace in that. Not the asshole, your money, your choice. Simple as that. I love how people are responding like this is actually real. Always found it weird when people insinuate children owe their parents for essentially raising them. Not the asshole. Wow, not the asshole, like they didn't even ask how you were or if they could support you through this. Don't leave them anything. Your brother can have the opportunity to live a long, beautiful, stress-free life that you could have, and why not? Don't be upset with your family, although it may be hard, but they are ignorant and one day they will see their wrongs. Not the asshole. Your money, your choice. But, that being said, you should expect that such a decision will cause some ill will among other family members. And some of that ill will may end up being, unfairly, directed at your twin, now and in the future. So, you might consider trying to mend some fences, while you still can, or, perhaps, in a final letter left behind, for your brother's sake if not your own. You certainly don't have to, just something you can think about. But you obviously want him to be happy, after you are gone, so you probably don't want him to be vilified by the rest of your family. Sorry you're in such a situation. May you find peace and happiness in the next life. I'm not sure if this story is real, too many unlikely events to be honest. Not the asshole. Your own life, your own choice. I am so sorry. Not the asshole, period. It's your decision to give your money to whoever you want, even if it's a random person you have never met. It sounds to me like your family isn't super close with one another and they only tried to get there once they found out you could give them something. You are the asshole. This is absolute fiction. Not the asshole. But in some jurisdictions, your twin brother might have an easier time actually getting the money if you bequeathed a nominal amount, say, $1 each, to your parents and sisters, just to make clear that there aren't pages missing and you didn't just somehow forget to include some of your family members. Not the asshole. But cover your bases legally. I would be tempted to tell those relatives that the money is going to charity so they don't harass your twin after he inherits. I fear that when you pass they're going to pressure your twin into giving them something. Not the asshole, though. I just hope he remains strong. LMAO. Be independently wealthy and successful at young age. Get diagnosed with terminal brain tumor. Shill for internet points on Reddit. Not the asshole. Your money, your choice how to spend it. It's your legacy to change someone's life and you should be the only one who makes that decision. Fake. I'm glad op has made peace with her death so that she has time to argue with people on the internet about her ridiculous story. This is fake. Not the asshole. It's your money and you can leave it to whomever you want. Not the asshole. It's your money, assets. You choose what you will do with it. I am sorry about your condition, but did you check with a lawyer? Can't your family try to contest your will after you die if you let all to your brother? Not the asshole. It's your money. And it sounds like your twin is the only member of your family who even tried to be close to you. You have the right to decide to give it all to him. Not the asshole. Fuck every single one of them. Not the asshole, it's your money and your decision. But you should make sure that they can't contest the will in any way and help your brother not be pressure into giving them any of the money you leave him. Also, you don't know your parents anything, they brought you here, you didn't ask to be here. It was their responsibility to raise you. Raising a child isn't something you do so you can go something back later. You raise a child because you want to, and anyone who goes into parenthood think that it's a give and take type of relationship is sorely mistaken. Nope, you're the opposite of an asshole. I'm sorry your family is choosing to act this way during your time left. I hope they change their behavior soon, otherwise they will regret this. It's your money, you worked hard for it, so do as you please. It's your decision and I think you're doing the right thing. I hope you live out your days in peace. Always amazing how true intentions show from family when a will is the topic. Sad. I'm sorry, Op. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Children don't owe their parents anything. If you wanted to give them money, you would. But you don't, and whatever you want to do with it is up to you. Tell your family you are leaving all your money to the SPCA. It is so disturbing that people talk about inheritances as if they are owed it. Not the asshole. Definitely see a lawyer to get all locked down tight. Talk to your twin about being your medical and financial power of attorney, guardian to make decisions as your condition progresses. This can help show how close you are. Transfer assets or pay off debts now. Consider a trust in your twin's name. Get the lawyer to handle it. Not the asshole. Remember to leave $2 for each of your relative that you think will contest the will. By leaving them with some amount, they will not be able to contest the will. Stay strong, Op. Do what you want with the remaining of your time. Not the asshole. And legal advice here. Leave them $1 so they don't make life difficult for your twin by claiming you forgot to give them money in the court. Not the asshole. It's your money, but maybe talk this over with a lawyer as your family might fight this in court. I think having a twin you are close to is like having an extension of yourself. I really feel for him because it will be so hard for him after you're gone. At least he won't have to worry about money while he pulls himself together. There's a special place in hell for people who fight over inheritance before a loved one has even passed. I'm sorry this last time with your family is going to be wasted with bitterness and selfishness on their part. I agree with the advice regarding speaking to a lawyer. Not the asshole. Sorry for your loss, X. A word of advice. Your relatives will stir hell and challenge the will. As direct family members they can win. Go to the bank and pay off your brother's loans. Withdraw as much cash as you can, and give it to him in person. He can put it in a fireproof safe bolted to the floor of wherever he lives. Buy him a car in his name directly. Buy gold bullion and give it to him. Take out a safe deposit box in a bank and he can keep it there. Transfer the deed title of your house to him now. Or if that's not possible, sell it to him for as low a price possible and give him the money. Just make it legitimately his. Unchallengeable. Do not leave it up to lawyers and books to decipher through the bickering that your parents and sisters will do. Your money, your choice. But I would be contacting a lawyer, solicitor to make sure that your will is ironclad and can't cause your twin more emotional damage from not only losing you but also from having to fight off the vultures. Yes, I'm calling your parents and your younger siblings that, I mean, WTH, you're dying and this is what they're freaking concerned about. Or like someone else says, leave them like $1 or $10 per person so they can't quite contest your will. Not the asshole.